when you become religious, quote unquote, in
Mm.
the British context, you put on the abaya, you put on the jilbab, usually black, XYZ.
Mhm.
But then I see, yourself, mashallah, and your sisters in
Mm.
Senegal, so modestly dressed, yet so beautifully dressed. I can't even I just can't stop beaming when I see you, mashallah. Even today, like what you're wearing. And the other thing is,
Alhamdulillah.
like, it's so colorful, but it's
Mhm.
equally so modest, and
Mhm.
it's also got that cultural significance. Like, you don't look like you stand out of the area that
Mm.
you're in.
Yes, 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 yes.
So could you please tell us a bit about the dress and the significance of it?
Sure. So this dress is from Mauritania. It's called, they call it malfa, malafa, mulfa. It's basically a long piece of fabric, which is tied different knots in different places and draped around you. So it is quite Grecian in a way, when you see them with their draped kind of fabrics and stuff like that. But it's a attire that's very typical of women of the desert, Sahara. It's a very Sahrawi women's wear. So you find it in Mauritania, parts of southern Morocco, southern Algeria, northern Mali, Sudan, they have something similar. Somali, they have something similar as well. So it's definitely something that is very practical for the region, for the climate. It's also like I find it very ancient. It's an attire that's pre-stitching. You know what I mean? It's pre-hems and stitching, and kind of, some people even call it the African sari. You know what I mean? Because it has a similar kind of wrapping aspect of it as well. So I think, for me, I'm just really, the first time I saw the melfa, I was just like, it felt like home. That's the only way I could describe it. It felt so familiar. And I remember the first time I went to Senegal, to Medina Bay, I was looking for one, but I didn't know where to go. I didn't know where the women who sold them were. And it's quite a nice story. So basically, one of the people in my group, like I said, I was in a group of all men, my husband and people from my community. So my husband had a dream. And in the dream, his sheikh, the imam, had given him a gift of a Mauritanian men's bubu, like men's attire. Had given one to him, had given one to Rakin and to another brother. That was what he saw in the dream before we went to Senegal. So then, maybe not too long before we left, the sheikh invited us to his room, and he said to one of his, khadims, he said, go. He said something in Wolof. And in comes the guy with the exact same attire that my husband had seen him give him in the dream, giving it to him in real life, right? So he was given the attire. And I was so happy for them. I was like, mashallah, like your sheikh's giving you like really nice clothes. Like, I was so happy. Then he had a gift for me. So I was like, okay, like, thank you. Like, I wasn't expecting anything. And when I opened the bag, it was exactly what I was looking for. Like, the same color. Like, I love the really deep purple melfas because they're very traditional. Like, you see the elder women, they wear them. It's like old school. And it was exactly two deep purple melfas, exactly what I was looking for. And I thought, Ya Allah, this is so ajib, because there's no reason for the sheikh to give me a gift. First of all, I'm already his guest, but also that he gave me a gift which was the attire of women from a different culture. It's not like he gave me Senegalese women's clothing, for example, specifically the color, specifically the melfa. And I just felt like, Allah, that was just from Allah. And I think in our community we have a lot of Mauritanian Murids of our shaykh. And so I think, what's really beautiful about the Tijani community, but what I love about it, particularly within the African context, is you find this culture that's woven with different aspects of African expression. So you have like the Mauritanian, and you have Nigerians, you have people from Mali and Ghana, and each come with their different expression. So oftentimes you'll see our sheikhs wearing these hats that are from Nigeria, from a particular tribe called the Hausa tribe. And then they'll sometimes wear the attire, like Mauritanian style attire, or, you know what I'm saying? So it's this kind of culture. So I think Mauritanian and desert woman clothing in general is something that's been adopted by our community. It's practical for prayer, it's practical for dhikr, it's practical for like wiping your tears or wiping your nose, when you're mopping up all the wet stuff that's coming out of your face, right? So I think, and for me, I definitely feel like it just feels like home. That's the only way I can describe it. When I wear it, I feel like I feel like my ancestors were wearing these clothes. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it's just even Mauritanian women, they're like, the way you wear it, like you wear it perfectly. Like, you wear it like you're one of us. Like, you really know how to wear the malfah. So I love it. And then the thing about West Africa in general is colors. You know, if you come, inshallah one day you come to Medina by, you'll see Jumma, men are wearing lime green, men are wearing bright yellow, right? Like, it's a colorful culture. Like, men and women, they dress so colorfully. And so sometimes at Fajr, it just feels like everyone, you know, women look like flowers in the garden. Like, it's a very beautiful. And in England, I only wear black and white and grey, literally. But when I'm there, I'm like orange, burnt orange, yellow, you know, like the brightest color. And it's just, I really enjoy it. And I think, you know, the malfah is becoming a lot more popular, particularly amongst African American sisters. And because I have a friend who sells them. And what I've noticed for many of them, what they like about it is that it's a form of Islamic attire that's inherently African. You know what I mean? It's from Africa. So it's not Arab women's wear. It's not Asian women's wear. It's from Africa. And I think they're able to somehow find themselves in these clothes. You know what I mean? So
the identity it's like the Islamic identity along with the cultural identity that's rooted in African Islam. Subhanallah. Subhanallah. That's so beautiful, Sukina. Jazakallah khairan for sharing. That's so beautiful. I could hear you talk about it, and because I've seen it and it's just so colorful, and I love the confidence that from the photos and videos that I've seen, you know, of the women wearing it. There's like this confidence, and we spoke about it and we've spoken about it, you know, that idea of, you know, we feel that need to hide away. And yet, and maybe it's to do with the colors as well, you know, that subconsciously the colors are like blend in the background, just your fade away. But yet, the vibrant colors of the African community, subhanAllah, both men and women, it's not saying one has to dress a certain way, it's both of them. Because you see this in Arabia, and I hear this this line being said a few times, that how come the men get to wear white in the sun and the women have to wear black in the sun, you know? Subhanallah. So
and it's also the black, it's like the thick, non-natural polyester kind of fabric. That's also what's problematic. It's not even like it's black light. Like, this is like such thin cotton. Like, it's so thin and so soft. It's like a second skin. It's not like in the Middle East, the women are wearing black, but it's like light linen or something like that. It's like man-made. It's not from the, I mean, I don't know color wise, but definitely fabric wise, that fabric is not from the sunnah. You know what I mean? Like, when did that become part of our tradition? And that's the thing I think about Africa in general. One of the things is that everybody's colorful. So if I try to rock up with a black abaya in Medina by, like, I actually, it's funny you say this, because I have a black my friend gave me a black one, which I really love actually, but when I wear it in Medina by, it really stands out. Everyone's like, oh, what is that, a malfah? Wow. It's like, it's just, you just don't see people wear black. You know what I'm saying? You just don't see it. So you catch people's eye when you wear black more than if I wear like burnt orange. You know?
Jumana, I think we've found where we're going at when lockdown finishes.
That's it. That's exactly what I was thinking.
I'll go from Singapore and you're going to go, and we'll meet in Senegal, inshallah, with Jumana.
Inshallah, bi'idhnallah. Ya Rab.
I mean, you guys are so welcome.